Hello everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome and for the opportunity to speak here today, all the way from sunny South Africa. The fact that we are attending this event today from all over the globe is an indication of just how technology and innovation has made our world so much more integrated and interconnected. Of course, personally, I would have preferred to travel to Europe and be there myself. This unexpected recalibration of how we work and communicate has really forced us to redefine how we do business, revisit how we understand our clients, and rethink how we add value within the advice landscape. This mind shift to suddenly drive business in a much more digital dominant environment, even where the fourth industrial revolution was upon us, has happened a lot faster than I think anyone could have predicted. We had to rely on cloud-based technologies, artificial intelligence, big data, connectivity, and so much more in order to survive what this pandemic has unleashed on all of us. I'd like to take a step backwards, if I may, and acknowledge that before the 1970s, we would never have imagined having a phone with us constantly. Now, we cannot imagine a world without it. This can also be said for the incredible technological advancements that have occurred in the financial services industry over the past few decades. For example, the use of API platforms to enhance clients' online experience, big data, the implementation of chatbots, artificial intelligence, and of course, the introduction of the robo-advisor has massively influenced the industry and changed what clients expect from us. Furthermore, experience has shown us that clients gravitate towards those players who are able to balance the human and digital customer experience. Their expectations demand transformation, and we have to adapt to stay relevant. Make no mistake, artificial intelligence is here. It is happening, and we have a future where AI and big data together will give the end client more control. The differentiation comes in your competitive advantage, how you offer a great customer experience, and the value that resides within your practice and your brand. Am I saying that robo-advice is going to put you, the wealth advisor, out of business? No, but the question is, how are you going to use technology to make your business more efficient, save time, and cut out human error? As the CEO of my business, with the first total lockdown of 3 months last year, I had to find new ways to engage with the people I work with, both on a professional level and a personal level. I'm sure that many of you can agree that restrictions on social gatherings and other opportunities for human interaction have left all of us feeling disconnected and unfulfilled during the pandemic. This same need for human intervention applies to the world of financial advice. To prove this further, a survey conducted by PricewaterhouseCoopers found that 2/3 of clients feel that financial services companies have lost the human touch in their client interactions. In an industry with a foundation of building trust and providing financial security, it was found that there is serious work to be done to not allow client experience to fall behind. I think an important realization for any financial services professional is that technology has the potential to either disrupt or elevate your practice. The difference lies in how you choose to utilize it, how you choose to position yourself in the industry, and how you choose to move forward. But it is equally important to explore these opportunities without compromising the core of your business, those processes that add value to your practice. And while the economy shifts closer to recovery, I believe that new opportunities have opened up within digital financial services. One cannot talk about robo-advice without looking closely at Nutmeg. As you all undoubtedly know, Nutmeg is an online investment management company based in London. They position themselves as the first and now the largest digital wealth manager in the UK. And while they consider themselves a radical financial services company, they are also a formidable technology company. However, in 2019, it was widely reported that Nutmeg had been suffering losses for 8 consecutive years. This was mainly due to increased operating expenses and the difficulty to attract enough clients fast enough with an unknown investment brand. Yet, despite the significant losses, the company was still attracting strong financial backing. However, the pandemic and subsequent lockdown restrictions in 2020 drove the adoption of their digital services, and Nutmeg's assets under management surpassed £3 billion at the end of the first quarter. And yes, while they are still in a loss-making position, their 66% growth in revenue is moving them closer towards profitability. This emphasizes the importance of positioning yourself correctly, especially when unprecedented or unexpected events arise. Nutmeg, like many other robo-advisors, offers investors automated investment services for those wanting to get exposure to the market at a low cost, making it an attractive investment vehicle. The downside, as I mentioned before, is that it does not offer investor flexibility and it lacks human interaction when it comes to investment advice. Now that we have established that the future is digital, let me elaborate on why, in my opinion, this change will benefit the advice environment. Momentum Investments recently initiated a study in partnership with Oxford Risk in the UK and the Financial Planning Institute in South Africa. The main objective of the study was to examine whether there are human inconsistencies in the advice process and whether digital adoption could improve this. The report found some interesting revelations. While people may excel at many things, we cannot be as efficient and accurate as a computer or the software on it. Humans make what our report terms as noisy errors. Advisors are influenced by irrelevant factors that should not be considered in the advice process. The Oxford Risk report highlighted 4 advisor archetypes. There is the cautious or the anxious archetype, the unsure archetype, the risk tolerance focused archetype, and the relaxed archetype. The findings of the study showed that different advisors may well be projecting their own characteristics onto their clients during the advice process. Probably the best test of the value and outcomes of investment advice and client behavior was the sharp market decline during the onset of COVID-19. Our latest client FinPsych report has shown that many clients have the knowledge but not the understanding when it comes to handling their investments. For example, 77% of clients believe that most people should ignore daily market fluctuations. Despite this knowledge, we saw that there was more than 1.5 billion rand switched between March and December 2020, and that there was 19.44% value destroyed per switch in August 2020. Essentially, even with the help of a financial advisor, clients destroyed most of their investment value. The reality is, there is a large amount of variation in advisors' judgment of client risk, financial personality, and therefore in their portfolio recommendation, which can be made more consistent with robo-advice. The role of the financial advisor has to change from pure advice to becoming the financial coach to their clients, helping clients manage their behavior. The medical profession has transformed from treating disease to treating patients. Similarly, in our business, we're helping our advisors transform to a new world, from managing money to managing people. Behavioral science and finance is about using technology to process data, generating behavioral insights from this data, and ensuring advisors are empowered to plug these insights into their advice process. We wouldn't be trying to understand human behavior if we believed in robots. However, both clients and their advisors are human and need help giving more consistent advice and managing behavior to reach their investment goals. Knowledge is not the problem, behavior is. The Oxford Risk Report found that while the robo-advisor offers a more accurate evaluation of the client's position and investment recommendations, they have difficulty in reading, understanding, and interpreting human behavior and personality. The value that the client places on the relationship, the trust, and the personal experience cannot be replicated by this technology. Well, not for now at least. For our future, I believe one could explore the possibility of the hybrid robo-advisor, where we embrace AI's all-encompassing algorithmic technology as an and, not as an or, and where robo-advice is seen as a friend for the advisor rather than the enemy. I really believe that robo-advice should be seen to complement your practice in the same way that a decision review system or a virtual assisted referee is used in professional cricket, tennis, or football matches. While it enhances consistency and accuracy, at the end of the day, the final decision can still be made by the umpire using human judgment. That said, technology is there to help your practice collect and process information seamlessly and efficiently, allowing you to focus on your differentiating and value-adding functions, creating personalized, authentic discussions between you and your client. As I've mentioned previously, the global economic downswing because of the pandemic has provided an environment in which the need for financial advice is as important as ever. According to Forbes, the connection between the advisor and client was changing and becoming more personal even before the pandemic. But since then, it has really intensified with the need to focus on adding value, offering real solutions, and meeting the needs of today's client. However, digital innovation expectations in the financial services industry are still a bit slow on the uptake. And although many businesses are driving technological advancements, it appears that there is still a long way to go. Clients are demanding that we embrace innovation to deliver ease of use, accessibility, quality, personalization, and people-first experiences. But before asking yourself how you can step up to this challenge without losing grip on your core competencies, it is important to understand this changing landscape and why this disruption is happening in the robo-advice space. So, why is the robo-advice offering so attractive? Currently, the technology puts the client in the driver's seat and gives them control over their investments based on algorithms rather than personal biases. They offer lower pricing structures and fees. The barrier to entry has been lowered, and they address instant demands and high-tech expectations. From investments to retirement planning, the technology allows the client to align their values to their investments. The robo-advisor technology has really opened the market to anyone wanting to invest, providing the client with an automated investment process that is cheaper, efficient, and a flexible alternative to traditional services. And while a strong case is made for driving technology-enabled resources, we must not forget that wealth and investments are fundamentally woven into our emotions, and the need for the financial advisor remains key. Especially for clients with a more complex financial situation or portfolio, robo-advisor technology may not be quite what they're looking for. Essentially, I believe that business cannot solve customer service with technology alone. It is a human game. So naturally, we must ask ourselves, What does the future look like, and what kinds of models will help our businesses remain relevant and successful? Personally, I think we need to take full advantage of the changing technology and use it to our benefit, but balance that with a traditional face-to-face way of operating. In essence, a hybrid approach where we find ways to blend business processes with personalization and authentic interaction. Where the professional advisor does the value adds and technology handles algorithms to manage and allocate client assets in the most efficient way possible. For example, one investment company built their proposition around a low-cost robo-advice offering simplicity and ease of access. However, they recognize that clients find it difficult to trust the machine and an unknown brand, so they offer a service to contact a human advisor, acknowledging that a robot cannot do everything and that trust is a human interaction. Clients don't necessarily only want access to their financial planning through their advisor. They want to be in control. They want to run their own simulations and see how the different scenarios impact on their finances, but with the help of their financial advisor. Reiterating my point, our new world is one of hybrids. Speaking from the perspective of a South African, our culture is rooted in relationships and trust. For me, it has always been a priority to apply these principles in the way that I lead and manage people. For example, at Momentum Investments, one of our core beliefs is that with us, it's personal, because financial advice and investing is personal. Relationships lie at the heart of our business. All sorts of factors go into making decisions, especially if there are difficult decisions such as where to invest your money. People want to deal with another person to help them with emotional decisions. This is exactly why in our group there is such a strong emphasis on authentic, client-centered interactions. The reality is we need to ascertain these new norms going forward. There is no doubt that the advisory process has shifted to a long-term relationship-based process. As a business, we are strategically shifting from traditionally being an advisor-led business, which has been in our DNA for as long as I can remember, to an advice-led business. To explain, until not so long ago, clients could not even buy from us directly because the advisor was at the center, and this was how and for whom we designed our products. This important shift towards advice-led means our focus is placed on connecting the client with the advisor, to bring the client into our strategy and to move from advisor-led to advice-led. Advice is at the heart and built into how we develop products, design service processes, and in enabling technology. The advisor is the important vehicle to deliver better advice and better outcomes for our joint clients. The best example of advice-led thinking is vertically integrated products that are well-researched, consistent across our advice channels, and have good outcomes for clients, because this is where advisors traditionally lose most of their clients. We also realize the importance of creating interdependent partnerships between product houses and advice channels, as we share the same client relationships, and then by design, connecting both stakeholders to our various product and service value propositions. David Kopp from the Financial Planning Institute of South Africa said that to devote time to the important role of behavioral coaching, the financial planner will need to employ technology to perform routine tasks, use their technical skills to blend the results from the technology to a plan, and their human skills to help clients make the right decisions. Again, this reiterates our stance on a hybrid approach, where we find harmony between digital and human. Clients want personal, efficient service. Human connection in the right channel at the right time is what will attract and retain clients. The massive growth and evolution of fintech, combined with human touch, will be the competitive advantage of the successful financial advisor of the future. For me, an important part about defining the role of an advisor is understanding your client. Some clients prefer 100% digital and self-service. Others would enjoy a hybrid advice journey, while others want 100% advisor human interaction. Understanding your client means understanding that each client is different. A robo-advisor will not understand this difference. Or, to quote Oxford Risk, it will be like firing arrows in the same direction every time, despite dealing with a moving target. To conclude, digital processes, AI, and robo-advisors have the potential to revolutionize the way we service our clients. But the missing link to this success is the human element. The future is certainly exciting, and this is just the beginning. In closing, I want to leave you with a final thought that speaks to how we can all move forward. Grant me the serenity to accept what computers do better than people, the courage to let people do what they do better than computers, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you.